Real Madrid played their first game of the La Liga season yesterday against Osasuna. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this video. Welcome to Top Corner. My name is Mervin for anybody that don't know me. Today we're going to talk about the game that happened yesterday, what happened, how we see it. We're going to talk about the result. We're going to talk about different players. And yeah, let's get into it. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and activate your notification so you don't miss anything, any video. So yeah, let's get into it. So first game of the season. If you watch my preview of the game, I was expecting a 3-0 win. But unfortunately, it didn't happen, but we did get the 3 points, so that's the most important thing. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Um, Now, what can we say from the game? Let's start by talking about the lineup. Like I said in the previous video, that was the expected lineup, the lineup against Tyrol in our preseason game. Militao started. We had Trent, Orson, and Carreras, and Courtois was in the goal. Midfield, apart from Ceballos that started that game, and that was obviously because Valverde was injured. We had Valverde, Trameni, and Arda, and then up front, Brahim, Mbappe, and Vinny. I think that was kind of expected. Now, the first thing I want to talk about with the defensive line is that Militao is back. I'm very excited for that. He played a very good game. We have a very good performance at the back. That's one of the first that was one of the big issues we had last season, which was our back four, because it looked like he was very unorganized. He was conceding goals after goals after goals every game. Even in the Club World Cup, you can see that he looked very unorganized. And I felt like with Militao coming back and playing, you can see the balance. Like last season, when we was playing, anytime like any team was attacking us, we was like, what's gonna happen? Like, are we gonna get scored on like right now? Or like he was very unsure how our defense was gonna play. But I feel like from yesterday, I can see that we had everything covered. Like I was watching the game and I felt like peace of mind, even when the other team was trying to get out. And I can also say like we recovered the ball really fast. Like even in the midfield, we didn't give them almost anything. Of course, they had chances, but they weren't like. I don't think I was watching that game and felt at any point where we was like facing really any danger. If you know what I'm saying, like they had chances, but I hope we can continue like that because we look very organized at the back now. One of the only issue I got to highlight is still with Trent. Like we know he's not a very big defender, and I feel like that's one of the reasons we're going with Militao next to him, because Militao is a type of defender that rely on his speed a lot. And what I can see yesterday, there was a lot of time when they just bypass Trent, who was there to recover either Militao or Valverde. So I feel like that's what will happen with Trent at the back line. Now, one thing I gotta say too is that Trent gotta know that he's not like guaranteed starter over Carvajal. Carvajal was injured all last season. And I feel like that's the only reason why right now he's on the bench. But even the little minutes Carvajal had yesterday, you could see that he's back. He's back. So Trent got to start working on what he needs to work, because he's not a guaranteed starter over Carvajal. And honestly, right now, I haven't seen a lot of from him to say that, like, okay, like he's there. I feel like the trend we seen at Liverpool is not the trend we have right now. Because yeah, I must say it's different style of play, different manager asking different stuff. So maybe we might want to find a way to play on his strength a little bit more. But even when he did try to play with his strength, like the long balls and stuff, they didn't really work. They didn't really work. And one of the other things that Trent has that we're not using is his crosses. But it's not that we're not using it. We don't have nobody. Who is he gonna cross to? Mbappe is not a natural striker. I don't remember the last time I've seen this guy score with his head. I don't remember the last time I've seen that. So who is he gonna cross to? Vinny is not gonna score with his head. Brahim is the other Brahim playing next to him. So I don't even need to talk about that. The only time we get to use his crosses is on corners and set pieces. And that's it. But I feel like that's one of the things that Zabi has to work on. Because even the cover has a big crossing game. Like he can cross, but who is he gonna cross to? If you can see, When Ronaldo was here, Bale, even Benzema, Carvajal had a lot of assists from his crossing only. From his crossing, like you always heard that phrase, "Is Carvajal's cross?" But now, who is it gonna cross to? So yeah, that's one of the issues I can say we have with Trent. And one thing I'm also gonna say is that Carreras had a very good game yesterday. He looked very calm. Had a big part in the game. Like since Marcelo, we haven't had a left back that like just go forward and participate in the game in such a way. And even him, his cross is really good, but who is he crossing to? Nobody. So I feel like since I'm gonna say we don't need to buy nobody, but I don't know. I feel like Gonzalo Garcia is still young to put him out there for 50 games in a season. But I feel like he's gonna play a lot because of that, because we don't have a natural striker. And that's where the problem is gonna start. Because who are you dropping? Vinny, Pape? There's gonna be issues. That's one thing also I feel like that's gonna happen throughout the season is that there's gonna be a lot of players dropping and stuff like that because nobody's a guaranteed starter right now. Apart from Austin, I'm gonna say Tramini, Courtois, and maybe other Gula because I felt like Zabi Alonso loved this guy. Apart from that, I don't think anybody has a guaranteed position. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm very excited to see how he goes with the formation over the next couple of games and everything. Now we got to see a little bit of Mastantuono yesterday. Very excited to see him going forward. He had a good game. I mean, he was only like 30 minutes and it was a low block, but he did what he could. He had a few chances, but I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna keep saying this. He's young. He's only just turned 18, and he just came back. He just came from River Plate in Argentina. I don't think we can put any type of expectation on him yet because he's so young. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say give him like a few games, maybe the whole season to develop into the players that we think he can be. You know what I'm saying? And then yeah, let's just go from there. Let's not put any type of pressure on the. He's a kid. He's a kid, and I feel like that's what we failed to do with Hendrik because Hendrik is also a kid who just came from Brazil with no experience in Europe. You know what I'm saying? Like I think before he came to us, he played one game with Brazil and stuff in the national team, but after that there is no experience. So I feel like even now, last year he didn't play a lot of games. So I don't think like this season we can expect anything big from him. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna say about Mastantuono. Now, one thing I wanted to touch on is the midfield. I feel like we have good players, but there's no balance. Like we have Valverde, Bellingham, Tramini, Camavinga. They all like almost the same type. The one I would say that kind of differs are the Gula because now he's not even a midfielder. He's just playing in midfield now. But all of them, they work off. They like machines. You know what I'm saying? We don't have like a creator. If you see what I'm saying, I feel like that's even if they big names, they good players, but I feel like we're missing someone that can create. Like when everything is just so complicated, somebody that can just pull off a pass. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's one thing Barcelona has over us with Pedri, De Jong, and Olmo. Like those guys, they don't give you a lot defensively. They will defend, but they don't give you a lot. But if they're playing against a low block, for example, those are the type of guys that can pull off a pass, like a pass like nobody had seen. And that's what we had when we had Cruz and Modric. You know what I'm saying? Like we could be playing against a low block. Okay, cool. They're just gonna sit in front of the goal, but Cruz will pull off a pass that nobody had seen and then go. You know what I'm saying? And we don't have that with what's it called? We don't have that with either Valverde or Tchouameni or even Bellingham. I don't remember the last time I've seen Bellingham do a pass and I was like, wow. Like it's just something that happened very rarely. So I'm very excited to see what we do about that and how we move throughout the season. And yeah, so let me know what you guys think. I'm also gonna do a video talking about Rodrygo and everything that's been going on throughout the summer till now. Because yesterday he was warming up. I thought he was gonna get a few minutes, especially in a difficult game, but none of that happened. So I'm gonna do a video talking about that. And you guys let me know in the comments what you guys think about the game yesterday. What you guys would have done different, and what are your expectations for the upcoming games. And yeah, I love Madrid. See you in the next video.